Good evening and welcome to National Broadcasting News India tonight's news update. Here are the top stories. Russia launches largest drone strike on Ukraine. President Zelensky reported a massive attack involving 728 drones and 13 missiles targeting 741 sites. Prompted airspace alerts in Poland drew criticism from former US President Trump and renewed calls for tougher sanctions from Europe. Russian Finance Minister Lavrov said to visit North Korea. Sergei Lavrov will travel to Pyongyang, continuing deep military cooperation after previous deployments of North Korean forces to support Russia in Ukraine. Malaysia urges stronger ASEAN trade amid US tariffs. PM Anwar Ibrahim warned of weaponized trade targeting vulnerable economies and called for enhanced intra-ASEAN economic integration as US tariff loom. Earth registers shortest day ever recorded. Due to the moon's gravitational position, July 9 was shorter by 1.3 to 1.6 milliseconds, marking the fastest Earth rotation on record and prompting calls for future negative leap second adjustments. Japan opens new Osprey base in Kyushu. The JSDF inaugurated Camp Saga to host its V-22 Osprey fleet, reinforcing Pacific Island defense amid rising regional tensions. Singapore urges balanced international partnerships. Home Affairs Minister K. Shanmugam emphasized the need for countries like Singapore to maintain strong ties with the US, China, and Europe in a multipolar world. IMF concludes Article 4 review of Iraq. The IMF Executive Board affirmed Iraq's economical outlook, noting a slowing non-oil sector and fiscal pressure due to reduced oil revenues. Britain hosts French President Macron at Windsor. President Macron and his wife Brigitte received a royal carriage welcome from King Charles and Queen Camilla at Windsor Castle, highlighting UK-France diplomatic warmth. Trump's US tariff deadline sparks global concern. With the July 9 tariff window expiring, the US may reinstate steep tariffs up to 70 to 200% on multiple countries unless trade deals progress. Heavy disruptions expected in Gujarat banking on July 9 strike. Around 20,000 bank employees across 3,678 branches in Gujarat are participating in the nationwide Bharat Bandh. This is likely to halt transactions worth 15,000 crores, affecting cash handlings, check clearances, and customer services. Protesters are opposed to labor reforms, GST on insurance, minimum balance fees, and proposed bank privatization. Uttar Pradesh kicks off massive plantation drive. On One Mahotsav, UP launched a campaign to plant 37 crore saplings, 18.6 crore teak and shisham, 10.8 crore fruit-bearing trees, and 5.8 crore medicinal plants across Ayodhya and Azambarg. The initiative distributes saplings to families and Anganwadis to promote sustainability, nutrition, and income generation. Bharat Bandh grips key sectors across India. 10 central trade unions backed by farmers' organizations launched a nationwide strike likely involving over 25 crore workers. The Bandh has disrupted critical services including railways, buses, postal operations, banking, and coal mining, though schools and private offices largely remain open. Power sector employees join strike, outages feared. Over 2.7 million electricity sector workers nationwide have joined the Bharat Bandh, raising concerns over widespread power outages on July 9. The main demand is to halt privatization of key state-owned power distributions in Uttar Pradesh. Rupee weakens amid US tariff escalations. The Indian rupee slipped to around rupees 85.84 per USD, weighed down by fears of US tariffs, 50% on copper, steep semiconductors, and pharmaceutical levies, and potential 10% tariffs on BRICS nations. RBI launches Rs 1 trillion reverse repo auction. On July 9th, the Reserve Bank of India began a two-day variable rate reserve repo auction worth Rs 1 trillion. This move aims to absorb excess liquidity following recent rate cuts and ease interbank funding pressures. Malik starring Rajkumar Rao set to release on July 11th. Pulkit's action thriller Malik featuring Rajkumar Rao, Prasenjit Chatterjee and Manushi Chillar is scheduled for a July 11th theatrical release. The film held its pre-release event on July 7th in Jaipur and its first single Namumkin was released on June 10th with subsequent tracks following. Neeraj Chopra wins inaugural Neeraj Chopra Classic with 86.18 meter. At the first ever Neeraj Chopra Classic in Bengaluru, world javelin champion Neeraj Chopra clinched gold with an 86.18 meter throw. The event featured allied javelin stars and took place on July 5th at Sri Kantivara Stadium. That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching. We will be back with more news tomorrow. Goodbye.